Welcome once again. The Labour Party has raised the alarm over the invasion of their office in Owerri, the Imo State capital, by thugs and policemen, allegedly acting on the instruction of the governor, Hope Uzodinma. According to the National Publicity Secretary of Labour Party, this is the third time in 5 months that the Labour Party's office in Owerri has been attacked by suspected thugs and state agents.
Recall that on the 4th of April, the same secretariat of the party in Owerri was reportedly sealed by the Nigeria Police Force, even as the National Secretary of the party, Umar Farouk, accused the governor, Hope Uzodinma, of being behind the action. This development is coming on the heels of the November 11th gubernatorial elections in the state. Now, joining us this morning to have further conversations about this is Barrister Callistus Ihe-Jiagwa, KSGI. He's the state chairman of Labour Party, Imo State. Good morning, and thank you very much for joining us. Would have you please unmute your device?
Good morning.
All right, great. We can hear you now. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Let's get into the conversation. Yes. Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Yes. First of all, we want to express we're really sorry about the attacks. We want to express, I don't know if to call it our condolences this morning about the attacks that the Labour Party has experienced in Imo State. There have been allegations, just as we've talked about earlier, that Governor Hope Uzodinma is behind this. Is this a position that you're confirming? And if yes, is there proof for this?
Yes, I can confirm in clear terms that Governor Hope Uzodinma is directly behind the invasion of Labour Party office yesterday. Yesterday, we woke up to a very horrible and terrifying experience where our state secretariat was invaded by men working for the government under the hideout of INSA. They invaded our office with more than 500 thugs and 50 policemen. When I spoke with the SA, the person who claimed to be in charge, one Honorable Innocent Afamefuna, he said that they have orders from above to demolish and remove everything, every features in our state secretariat, including Peter Obi's banner. The billboard we have contained Peter Obi, contained our governorship candidate, Senator Atan Achonu, and they said they have orders to remove it. They have orders to remove Labour Party flags. And so they removed everything that was affixed in our office, vandalized it, and carted away with those things. Beat up some of our men who were trying to record what was going on. They beat them up and seized their phones.
Okay, so did they give any particular reasons for taking the billboards away or the banners away? Was there any licensing challenge with some of those billboards? Can you share any information on that?
Yes, what happened was that in the morning around after 8, I got a call from one of our staff that some men are in the office. They were carrying guns, that they're in the office. They said they want to remove Peter Obi's banner, they want to remove the Labour Party flags and all those things. So I quickly rushed to that place, to the state secretariat, with my secretary, the state secretary, Engineer Paulinus Udechukwu. Both of us rushed to the place. And when we went, we saw a lot of them. There was commotion. And I asked, what is the problem? They say, we are not authorized to put Peter Obi's banner. We are not authorized to put a Labour Party flag. We are not authorized to put the picture of our candidate. I said, this is State Secretariat of Labour Party. Is there any problem? They said, that there is a law that requires us to pay 54 million naira before we can put the Peter Obi's picture and before we can hoist Labour Party flag, before we can put that of our candidate. I told them that we are not aware. We are not served with any notice. They said, okay, I should come to their office immediately. I appealed to them that my daughter is sick. I was heading to buy medicine for my daughter when I got that distress call, that they should please give me till 1 o'clock so that I will come to their office. They agreed and left. I walked straight to the pharmacy to buy medicine for my daughter. While I was there, 30 minutes after, I got another distress call from my staff that they have reinforced with more number of thugs with more number of police, and they are already demolishing things. I looked at my time. It was few minutes past 12. It was not even 1 o'clock yet. I quickly rushed back and met the man who claimed to be the head of IMSA. I said, sir, where is our honor? We agreed here that I will come to your office by 1. And I was just finishing buying drugs for my daughter to start coming to your office. Now people have breached our agreement to come and start demolishing things. What is going on? He told me that the thing is above him. He has an order to demolish all these things here. I said, that means you are now persecuting Labour Party. You are no longer carrying your functions as government officials, because if we say we are coming to your office to discuss and you have order from above, apparently from the state government, to demolish those things. You know what happened, my brother? Since P2B came to Imo State for the flag off 1 week ago, they have been seriously jittered because Imo State came out in their numbers. Multitude, unprecedented crowd came out to receive P2B and came out to support Labour Party. That has unsettled the APC government. What you see that happened yesterday is pure persecution of Labour Party.
All right, I just want to quickly clarify, just so we're clear with the facts. When he said that he's working on orders, did he specify who he got these orders from? Also, I want you to give us a picture as to the extent of damage that was done at the Secretariat.
Yes, when he said he was working on orders from above, he's a government staff. He's working for the APC government in Imo State. Your guess is as good as mine. Who could have given him the order from above to demolish the features in Labour Party office, to pull down our flags, to pull down P2B's picture, to demolish the features there? So I don't need to be told who else from above could have given the order, if not the governor. They are acting on government instruction. So except Hope Uzodinma comes out clean to say he did not direct them, then he should call them to order. And as to the damages in our office, the flags were damaged, the entire Labour Party flags, the portraits of P2B, the portrait of our national chairman, Julius Abure, was damaged and carted away. The banner of P2B, you can see it on the screen there, damaged and carted away. More than 11 phones seized from people and carted away. One person was beaten up, went to the hospital yesterday and received treatment. Is a verifiable fact of what happened.
All right. Let's also talk about, Labour Party itself in Imo State. Talk about its popularity and, of course, its likely candidate, Ethan Achonu, who, of course, is likely going to be the flag bearer of Labour Party in the next elections. Is any of these things, do they bother the party? Is Senator Achonu also, fluttered by some of all these things, and what's his reaction?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
I'm asking about Senator Nathan Achonu, or Ethan, I beg your pardon. The Labour Party flag bearer in Imo State. What has been his reaction to some of these steps being taken? That seem like they're trying to bully the Labour Party in the state, and also, what's the reaction of the people of Imo State to Labour Party itself?
The reaction of our governorship candidate, distinguished Senator Ethan Achonu, he is as worried as everyone in Imo State, because this is brutalism, this is a persecution, this is intimidation of opposition party. Not just opposition party, but Labour Party. Let me make it very clear to the whole world that Labour Party is singled out by Hope Uzodinma and APC government for these attacks. Nothing is done to PDP, nothing is done to AA and other opposition political parties. It is Labour Party, because they know that Imo is Labour, because they know that Labour Party is enjoying overwhelming support from Imolites. You can send your reporters to PDP campaign office, to AA and other political parties. They have all the flags and all the banners there. Nothing has happened to it. But immediately we put our own. Mind you, these things they demolished yesterday was put on Monday. And yesterday, Tuesday, they were around. because of P2B's popularity, because of Labour Party popularity, they are cheated and they are persecuting us. Let the whole world hear that Labour Party Imo State is under serious attack from Hope Uzodinma and APC government.
All right.
Our lives are no longer secured. As I'm speaking to you now, I'm speaking from a safe house.
There might be network disruptions going on here. We hope that we can finalize this conversation with our guest. Mr. Ihejagua, are you still with us? Okay, seems the internet, Barrister Callistus Ihejagua is frozen, but it's unfortunate to see what's happening. I'm hoping that we can have him join us again. This will not be the first time that the Labour Party Secretariat, this particular secretariat, has come under attack. It came under attack in March of this year and April of this year, and I wonder if there's any correlation between all three attacks. Also, you know, it's the governor of Imo State. I would expect that he would come out and speak about this, you know, to maybe distance himself from it, if at all. Mr. Ihejagua, thank you very much for rejoining. Let's take the go back in time. Earlier this year, we know that this particular sorry, you were talking about being in a safe house. Wrap that up, and then I'll come back to my next question.
Okay.
Wrap it up.
Yes, I was saying that as we speak now, they are after my life. The Ebubago people have been detailed to go after me. Yesterday, they came to the party secretariat in the mid-afternoon after the whole saga had ended. They still came with 4 vehicles. They said they are looking for the chairman. My staff called me and said, please don't come to the office. So the Ebubago people are looking for you. So my life is under serious threat. Let the whole world know if anything happens to me, Hope Uzodinma should be held responsible. Labour Party, we are law-abiding. We have not infringed on the law. I don't know why we are being targeted for extermination, for persecution, and for intimidation. Labour Party is not the only opposition party in Imo State, but we have been singled out, particularly since after the visit of P2B to flag up our campaign here in Imo State.
All right. I'd like to ask the correlation. Is there any correlation between this attack and the ones that happened in March and April of this year? Also, what exactly are the demands right now of the Labour Party? We could speak to Hope Uzodinma. What are the demands of the Labour Party?
Our demands from Imo State government, from the governor, Hope Uzodinma, is that he should allow us to exist. This is a democratic regime where oppositions are allowed to exist. We see no reason why we will not be allowed to freely campaign to Imolites. Imolites are not a foolish people. They are very wise. They know what is what and who is who. Let us allow, he should allow us to campaign. He should allow us to exist in a democratic setting. We have our constitutional rights to exist as a political party, to canvass for votes. On November 11, Imolites will vote for their choice candidate and their choice party. He should please leave us alone. He should call back his men who are after our lives. The Ebubago that I heard are looking for me. He should call them to order. He should call himself to order. He should call all the security agencies to order.
All right.
If he said he has no hands in this.
All right. And very quickly, as we wrap up, the first part of my question was, do you see any correlation between this and the previous attacks?
Which of the attacks, please?
So we hear that there was an attack in March. Can you confirm if there was an attack in March and April of this year on the same secretariat?
Yes, exactly. Oh, thank you very much for reminding me of that. In April and in March, they also attacked our office. In fact, they sent police people to besiege and barricade our office for hours. We were denied access to our office. When we went to the Commissioner of Police office, he was not around. We met the Deputy Commissioner of Police. They checked through their records and found out that they did not dispatch any police team to that place, to our office, to lock it up. Then they made some calls, and before we knew it, the police people left. We went back to say, please, we want to know what happened. They said, the police people have been removed from your office. You can go about your normal activity. This time around, we are attacked again. The whole world should hear it, that Labour Party is consistently attacked by Hope Uzodinma an APC government.
All right. We, of course, would have you join us again pretty soon. And of course, we
Thank you
hope
so
that
much.
the whole electoral process in Imo State remains peaceful. It's going to be a really, really tight one, I believe. Anyway, next time we have you on, we'll have these discussions. Thank you very much for stopping by and for this conversation.
Stay safe.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. We're just gonna, ask basically about pretty much the same thing, that was spoken about when we had the conversation in Edo State. Without Peter Obi being present, do these persons who are flag bearers of the party in their states, do they have the popularity? I understand that Labour Party is loved in a couple of these places. It won the presidential elections. Labour Party won presidential elections in 2023, but in Imo State rather. But if Peter Obi is not in the picture, do these persons who have chosen to be the flag bearers of Labour Party, do they still carry the same energy and the same love from the people? Does Senator Ethan Achonu have the same love and the same respect of the people if Peter Obi was not in the picture?
Well, I can't speak for the people of Imo State, but I would assume that it's a combination of both factors, that there certainly is a Peter Obi influence that comes to play. And I think that right now the party will be careful about whoever they appoint to be their flag bearer, because they understand the vision that the federal flag bearer carries. But I mean, that's a conversation that we can look into another day. Let's take the conversation away from the Labour Party in Imo State.